Hi everyone, welcome back to Plum Mashable. So I'm going to be using the Kmart Christmas collection for my first week of December. So let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, so today kicks off my 5 weeks of Christmas where I'm going to decorate all the weeks that have any days in December are basically all going to get decorated Christmassy because that's the way I want to do it. And I'm going to kick it off with the Kmart Christmas collection this year. I finally got my hands on the paper pack. I had to go to like 3 different Kmarts to get it, but I got there. And it's very pretty. I'm just going to really quickly show you through this because you guys haven't seen this on camera. So you got the stars, which is the big version of the washi tape. Is that the first one? I thought there was another one. Anyway, you got the birds, which has got a green version of the washi tapes there as well. This has got beautiful red foil though. You got the candy canes, got the Christmas animal, the Aussie animal, sorry. You got a spotty silver, a pink trees, a fa la 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 la. Some of the nutcracker ones, the ornaments and the foliage. Got some trees. You got some stars. It's a dark. It's not a navy. It's kind of got a bit more grey than blue, but it's very, very nice. You've got the reindeers. You've got the stamps. I love the stamps. You've got the pink reindeers. You've got the red gingerbreads. You've got the presents. And that's it. I grabbed 2 of these because I'm not silly. I couldn't get my hands on it, so I figured, well, let's do it that way. 30 sheets, 15 designs. Stunning. So, we're going to use those very similarly to the way we used the... which one was it? The Mickey Mouse one we did a couple of weeks ago. It'll be very similar, but not quite the same. So I'm going to start off with this one. What I've done is I've set my trimmer up here to have a little piece of washi tape that's at 4.5, which is how tall I want all my boxes to be. So I'm going to go through and pick out 8 bits to do this with. So these are the ones I know I want to use. So I'm doing those ones first and then I'll go back and pick out some of the others. So I'm going to go through and cut these into 4.5 centimetre strips, the ones I want, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I've got all of them cut to the little strips, and then as I go through here I'll work out sort of how wide I want them. Oh, why? Don't tell me I did them round the wrong way. No, I didn't. I did them right. That one just looks smaller. Let's just feel. This is where I put them all together. See if one feels smaller than the other. No, they're all fine. Oh, hold on. Let's just check this one. No, I may have done them round the wrong way, guys. I may have needed to do it the other way. That's fine. I'm just going to go through and fix that because I do need it to be the other way. Goodness me. Thankfully, it's going to be fine. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna check it. Now I'm scared. I feel like I've done it wrong. I know I've got plenty of this paper and I know it's not expensive paper. You know what? I'm just going to go with it. I'm not going to cut more bits. I'm just going to leave it. I did also grab out the stamp one because I'm going to use that at some point. Alright, so I want to do... That one's the one that's bothering me. All the others are okay. Are they? Because I deliberately wanted these ones to be bigger. Get over it. Just get over it. It's always hard. Alright, so I'm going to put these as little boxes going down the inside both sides. I'm going to move my cute little countdown stickers from Fox and Cactus. So I'm just going to pick them all up and move them off to the side, and then I can put them back on afterwards. So I'm just grabbing my tweezers for that. It's alright, I tore a little bit there, but it'll be fine because I'm going to cover it back up again anyway. I'm just thinking I was going to put them on the outside, like put all of the boxes on the outside. I might do it around the other way, just for something different. On the inside, sorry, I might put the boxes on the outside. Yeah, right, let's do that. So I'm going to cut these all to just 4. Check the size of this. Yep, that's a good size. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut all of these down to that 4 centimetres. Do some of them. Is that what's wrong? It just looks wonky. Maybe I didn't cut it straight. I didn't either. Look at that. That's horrible. No wonder it looks wrong. It's right on that end, so I'm going to do it that way. So these are all going to be 4.5 centimetres tall and 4 centimetres wide. They may some be slightly... No. You know what? I'm going to fix this up because it's going to bother the hell out of me unless I fix it. So I'm going to go back and do it again. I'm going to cut them all to the box. I'm going to cut straight to it. I'm going to have them all ready to go. Alright, so I've got all of my little rectangles all ready to go. And I thought here, rather than making these just decorative, because as gorgeous as they are, you really need to have somewhere to be able to write things down. But I really don't want to cover them up to the point that I can't see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this. This is some matte clear sticker paper. And I'm going to cut this down. So I'm going to cut it down. This is 4, so that's the same width as it is high. So this is going to be a little bit smaller than the ones I've got. So it's kind of like a slight little border around the outside. So let's just measure this and make sure that I've got it right. So my box is 4 exactly. So I'm going to cut this to 3.6-ish. And again, not being particularly, let's just do it to that box there. And then I'm just going to trim them just a little bit shorter. So there we go, that's going to fit perfectly around there. Like I said, these are 4.6 high, so I'm going to make these 4.2, 3, something like that. Because they're clear, you really won't notice it too much. Actually, I'm just going to cut it to there. So it's sort of, I'm going off the squares because it's a little bit easier that way. Because it's clear, you really won't see it, but you'll be able to write over the top. I'm hoping. I'm not 100% sure this is going to work. I'm going to give it a shot and we'll see. So I'm just going to grab one of these. I deliberately cut 2 of the little gingerbready ones. Why is that one too big? What is going on? Okay. When it's too big, I'm just going to trim it down. It is always better for it to be a little bit too big than a little bit too small, because you can always trim off a little bit. Oh, I feel like this is just the worst planner week ever. It'll come together. So it'll sit like that. That's the wrong bit. That's the leftover bit. And then I'll put this down on top. Trim off a little bit there too. Let's have a look at what it looks like. I love this sticker paper so much. Just trying to get it as close to square as I possibly can. That's not it. Tweezers. Okay. So you can see you've got that sort of bit on the top, but I'll be able to write on it. I don't know if I'm being too wasteful of perfectly good sticker paper here, because you can write on this. I just feel like it would be too much, because I was originally going to use white, but you're just not going to see enough. You know what? I'm not going to worry about the sticker paper. I don't know if I can pull this off. I've wasted a little bit, but that's okay. I just really like this gingerbready one, so I want to use it. I'm going to have all decorative pieces down the side, and I'll work out how I'm going to put things in a minute, but I want to do all the decorative ones just like this, and I'm just going to do it the way I want to do it. And I've cut these all too big. I'll fix them up. But I'm just going to, do it the way I want to do it. And stop worrying about making sure I've got somewhere to write, because let's face it, I've still got all the other white bits to be able to do that. So I'm just lining these up sort of where I want them. I'm going to go through and trim them down because I've obviously messed this up. But anyway. No, that way. Needs to be like that. Okay. No, the green and the red need to switch. Okay. I'm just looking at that going, yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to trim these down, stick them down, and then we're going to come back and actually I'm going to do the washi tape first. I'm going to put the, so if we're doing it that way, that needs to swap. That needs to swap. And that needs to swap. It's going to go like that. So I'm going to put the the animals at the bottom with the blue and put the green birds at the top. And then I'm going to come down the side with the stars. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just went ahead and put all the glue down, and I'll come back and punch holes in a sec. But I just want to start putting these down, and I'll work them out as I go. So just keeping the red ones as far away from each other, not far away, but don't want the red ones too close to each other. Love that little gingerbread girl, she's so cute. The stars are fine because they need to go wherever they need to go. This one needs to go at the top because it needs to stay away from the bottom. And that's the only other one I want to find. I just want to grab the birds because that needs to go at the bottom. I think I've got them all cut right. So what have I got here? I've got the presents and the stars. So the green one goes over here. They look even. It's just my biggest pet peeve when I cut things and they don't line up. It just bugs me. So I'm hoping that I've managed to do this. They don't quite line up, but they're close. Presents that way, and then the stars can go at the top. Alright. Yeah, no, that looks good. Okay, so then I'm going to come in with, over there. I'm going to come in with the Barney and Moon date covers. This one's called Candy Cane. I was going to do it the other way, wasn't I? I can't get anything right this week. I just can't. Everything feels wrong. Everything feels wrong, but I am determined to get it right. Determined to get it right. The good thing is, and I've said this a bazillion times, my glue dots allow for some mistakes. The glue dots allow for mistakes. So I'm just going to go ahead and move these. Rub off any glue dots that happen to have hung around. The good thing is I also don't need to put any more glue dots down. It seems to be sticking fine so far. She says that she needs to put a little bit more glue on one. That's actually better because it means the stars aren't right up against the other stars. So I'm going to go ahead and move these and just rub off all the excess dots with an eraser and stick down the dates, and then I'll be right back. So while I was going there, I also just put in a little Happy Mail sticker on the spare box. That's just one from Monique Plans, and I've got it in silver. I also mixed up, and I did it on purpose, the colours. I didn't want them lining up, so I've just sort of mucked around with them. So I'm then just going to really quickly put back on my Fox and Cactus countdowns, and then we just need to put in the sort of, when I say little boxes, things that, like headers and bits and pieces. I actually think I'm just going to write them in. I'm not even going to put boxes. I did make a bit of a boo-boo when I pulled this up. I tore a bit of the paper, but that's okay. So I'm just grabbing I need my appointment stickers because she has a hip appointment. Where did I put that? There it is. So I did that, and we got swimming. So I'm going to put those two down first because that's both on Thursday. So we'll put swimming and appointment, and I'll write those in a sec. I'm going to put my daycare stickers in as well. Oh, I nearly finished a whole sheet of daycare stickers. I'll just move the daycare to underneath the countdown on the days that it gets in the way. And then the only other thing I want to do, I really want a couple of these stamps. I did. I don't know if I do now. I feel like it's a bit full. Hold on. Let's write the thing in first and see if after I've written that in, if it looks too busy, because I don't want to overfill it. Having thoughts, so I'm going to grab, I don't want to waste any of these, so I'm just going to cut a little bit in here so that it's a little, I've rescued a little bit. That makes no sense, but you get the point. So I want this Merry Christmas and the fa la 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 one. I am going to do it. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it on a bit of scrap paper. And I shouldn't have thrown that bit away that I just did before, but that's alright. I have plenty of paper. I'm just going to put this. I could use pattern paper. The paper that's in here is all a bit busy though. So I'm just going to turn this into a flip up very quickly. So we'll just put a bunch of tape on the back here. So it goes that way. Trim off the excess at the bottom and then trim up the side, then I can just fold it over and stick it down. I'm just trying to get it so there's not a big gap. We'll stick that down, that can pop up. Just feel like I want it there, but it's going to take up too much room if I leave it sort of on its own. So I can do the fa la 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 like that. And then on the inside, I'm just going to grab a red pen. This is just one of my ink joys. And I'm just going to draw a little square around both so that it's kind of got a defined area. That took a lot of work. That was the first weekly decoration in a long time where I felt like I just kept messing up and nothing wanted to work for me. But I'm going to leave in my struggle because I want you guys to see I don't always get it right. Sometimes you've got to work a little harder. Sometimes you just keep making mistakes. But if you really want it to be how you want it in your head, which now this is, you kind of just have to keep making mistakes, pulling things up, changing it. That's why this is invaluable. And now I actually really like this. It's not better than I had in my head, but it's pretty good. I very much like this. This collection from Kmart is lovely. If you haven't already got it, go grab it. The paper pad I think is $4. The washi tape set is $5 for 10 beautiful washi tapes, and they're absolutely gorgeous. Obviously I haven't even picked out any of the ones that have the metallic on them. The silver and the gold in this is lovely, but all of them are very, very nice, so I encourage you to go and check them out. But that is it for this week's decoration, the first of my Christmas weeks. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big old thumbs up. and make sure you subscribe to my channel. There will be a Christmas week every week for the next 4 weeks while we celebrate the festive season here on my channel. So I hope you guys enjoy these. Hope you have an absolutely awesome rest of your week, and I will catch you again in my next video. Sending lots of huggles. Bye!